everyone, and welcome to mining.com.au. I'm Oriel Morrison-Higgins. I'm joined now by Michael Beven, the CEO of Pioneer Minerals. Michael, great to have you with us again. Thanks for joining us.
Yep, thanks. Good to see you again, Oriel.
Now, you and the team over there have certainly been very, very busy. We've got a lot of announcements to get through today, but very excited to say you've engaged Mineral Technologies. Talk us through the significance of this for the company's future.
Yeah, so the engagement of Mineral Technologies is really critical for a multitude of different reasons. So number one, as you know, we're a member of the DIBC, which is where companies like ourselves with critical minerals projects can go to engage with the Department of Defense and apply for funding. And one of the most important things that they want to see is, are you able to quickly start producing? In our case, we have tungsten and gallium at the Springfield project. How quickly are you able to start to produce a tungsten concentrate or a saleable product? So we've engaged Mineral Technologies to undertake the test work on the existing stockpiles that remain at the Springfield project and prove that we can produce that concentrate and also that we can do it quickly. But in addition to that as well, we've also engaged them to come up with the concept study and the capital estimates that would be required to start producing that scheelite as well. So that will arm us with all the information. Can we do it? Yes, we can do it. How are we going to do it, and how much it's going to cost as well? And that just lends directly into that working with the Department of Defense.
Well, you've clearly got Springfield shaping up as a multi-commodity system here, Michael.
Yeah, so Springfield is excellent. I love it. So firstly, tungsten. Everyone loves tungsten at the moment. It's some people say it is only true critical mineral. There is no tungsten supply online in the US at the moment. China owns 83% of the global supply, and prices have absolutely skyrocketed through the roof, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon. We've also got some really strong gold there as well, which is always fundamental. I think when you're looking at any metal project, if you've got gold that underpins it as well, it just makes the economics of that project so much more viable. And surprisingly and very happily as well, we do have some really high gallium results which are coming out of it looks like the contact zone between the granite and the tungsten skarn as well. So obviously gallium being another critical mineral and being critical for processing chips and so forth, that puts Springfield front and center, because not only, I guess, when we're working with the US government and when we're trying to hit these shortfalls, we hit the tungsten box, we hit the gallium box now as well, and then it's all, cemented by a bit of gold, which is awesome and fantastic.
And changing the economics of the project significantly with those prices, I'm sure, Michael. Now, you've previously said that your LiDAR work has identified a trending fault. Can you take us through what the latest is there?
Yeah, so we're just working up at the moment. So the unique thing about Springfield is that it's an ore body, a tungsten ore body that was sticking out of the side of the hill, out of the mountain. And there's basically been no exploration there. So there are no geophysical surveys, very little amount of drilling, no exploration drilling to look for extensions of it. And so we've been going through doing a lot of geophysics work that we can while the snow's on site, and just trying to identify, a lot of the targets which just absolutely haven't been followed up. So previously we identified, an enormous magnetic anomaly which sits directly underneath the mine, which is super exciting because we know the tungsten there is associated with a magnetic mineral, right? So that's really exciting as well. But then the LiDAR as well has just been able to identify another cross-cutting fault which runs just across that magnetic anomaly and directly to the south as well. Those faults are the fluid pathways that fluids can travel through and then end up depositing mineralization and what we're after. So as we start ramping up for drilling, all of these faults are potential future drill targets.
Which is exciting. So let's talk about drilling. What sort of timeline are you looking at now for Q3?
Well, we've contracted Midnight Sun. A lot of people that are used to exploration drilling in the US will know them. They're some of the best exploration drillers around. And we've got our plan of operations in with the Forestry Service for approval as well. So we're planning on a end of July. I've got to be careful what I say here because it's always on a sliding scale. It is all dependent on the approval from the USFS. But August, September is where we definitely plan on doing our maiden drill program. at the project as well. So we'll do an EM survey now that will just generate some more exciting targets, and then as soon as that's done, the approval come through, and then hit the ground for the main drill program.
Oh, some big moves there, Michael. Very exciting. Just a quick final question for you. When can we expect to hear from you again?
Next week, I'll be back here next week. No, lots of news flow. We've got our earthworks contractors mobilising at the end of this week up to site to reopen the historic mine road. So there's been the site's just been abandoned since it was mined for the most part. So a lot of fallen logs, trees, which have restricted vehicle access in and out. And previously we were accessing it by helicopter, but we're going to be getting that mine road open starting this week, next week. That will dramatically reduce the capital required to do the exploration on the site. And then once that road is open, then, full exploration season commences. So it's going to be a busy time over the next few months.
Very much looking forward to following the journey. Michael, thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.